Okay, we're back with the results of the seating depth test, which is this first target here. This was basically the central seating depth. Adjust this down a bit so it's a bit more in the center. This was the central seating depth. This was 3/1000ths either side of this seating depth, and the same down here. This was the center, and then 3/1000ths either side. If we look at pretty much all of these, they have a very similar point of impact for the centers of the groups, which is good. Same with these, they're only very slightly off from one another. I did go to shoot this first, and I went out to the range, had all the ammo loaded up, and then started shooting, and all of a sudden, from the very beginning, everything was literally like a shot here, a shot here, a shot here, and I'm like, what the hell's going on here? Something's very wrong based on the previous seating depth test. Reached up, started just fiddling with the screw clamps that secure the scope rings to the Picatinny rail. The rear one was just completely finger loose, and the clamp was like actually rattling around. I don't know how that happened, but that's what happened, and I'd already shot most of the test, sort of wondering what was going on. So then I had to load more ammo up at the same seating depths, come through and test again. Now, based off of this, I basically just chose the centers of each one again, which I'd already shot in the previous test, and thought, okay, I'll go out and I'll load 10 rounds up of each, which is what I'm now doing, is annealing. I've just annealed all the 99 pieces of Creedmoor brass that I have, because I've gone through it all again. So this will be their third firing now. So I loaded up 10, same charge weight that I'd found in the powder node test, and again 10 of this, 10 of this. I named this number 1, this number 2, and I shot this today. So they were just sighters down there, or foulers technically, of old. It was the 143 grain ELDX ammo that I had loaded for the Accuracy International AT. It was using reloader 16. And this is what I shot today, these two. Now this, where are we? This top shot here, that was definitely a flyer. I called it when I fired it, because for all of these, I was loading the bipod on the bench. This one, I didn't load the bipod, and I knew what had happened straight away because the gun bounced like literally 3 times as much as it had with any other shot. And I watched the impact land high, because you can actually watch the impacts with this gun. If not, it would have gone into here. But the total group size, center to center, which I got from measuring the edges of the furthest holes and then just deducting 6.5 millimeters, is 15.6 millimeters, so 0.61 inch for 10 shots. And this one was 15.25. So this was actually the worst shooting out of this last test, but considering I didn't yank a flyer like I did in this one, it actually shot slightly better. But if I hadn't yanked that shot, and I deducted that off and then just measured the remaining 9, it would have been 11.05 millimeters, so 0.435 for 10 shots. So that is the seating depth test. And I think, because I know this was a flyer, I think I am going to run with this seating depth, because I knew it as soon as I pulled it. Like, I called it immediately that was a flyer. Okay, I'm going to keep going with reloading this brass. I've annealed it. I've just got to lube it now. I'll run it through the sizing die. I'm just going to chuck it in the ultrasonic cleaner basket, and I'll actually run it through the ultrasonic cleaner tomorrow, because I want to go to bed sometime tonight. I don't want to have to wait up 3 or 4 hours for it to dry in the dehydrator. Okay, that's where we're up to with this 6.5. Another little update is the Tikka 223 has been dropped off to the gunsmith today while I was on the way back from the range doing this. It is getting a IBI either M24/M40 profile barrel, which is going to be finished at 24 inches and threaded 5/8 by 24. Or if it's cheaper for him to get, depending on the price that the supplier is selling them for now, he's going to grab me an MTU contour, which is the same as what's on the 300 Norma. And at 24 inches, I think we're measuring it, and it's going to be pretty much bang on or just over an inch, considering it tapers to 0.93 at the muzzle, but the 0.93 I think is at 27 inches. So deduct 3 inches off that, and it's going to be a bit thicker. Okay, I will let you know what happens with that. He did say, based on if he has to wait to get the barrel from the supplier or if they can send it straight away, it should be 2 to 3 weeks at most. Okay, I will catch you in the next one.